This is Kentebates coming at you once again. How's y'all fitness group? More or less another couch video. This one is something that I just got a wild hair on my nose for guests and shiggles. We'll be talking about one of my favorite things, leadership. The stuff is said about leadership over the years, and since I've been a business major going into my 5th year, we're going to be talking about it a little bit. Now, one of the many definitions of leadership is the ability to get people what you need for them to do. I'm butchering the definition, of course, but you get the idea. Now, we do live in a new age. Live in an era where people are a bit more sensitive, a bit more in tune with their feelings. So leadership has had to evolve. This is not the 60s and 70s where you can just bark out orders and, it's my way or the highway 24/7, and, it was just that way then. Now, leadership has been expanded. You have hard, obstinate, stubborn leaders who bark out orders and who are taskmasters here. Then you have the bit more reserved people who get things done through paper power, or administrators, people who do things in a more subdued way. They don't raise their voice, they don't come in with bravado or any kind of swagger, and they just get things done in that type of fashion. But it's still leadership. And as we go forward, these things tend to bleed into one another. These two styles are becoming more and more, merged, fused, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people, especially in times of, trouble and drama, they want a traditional leader. Usually someone over 6 feet tall, the classical leader. He's got a square jaw, he stands tall, stands straight up, got a barrel chest and a big booming voice. But as I said, we're in a new era, we're in a new age, and and quite frankly, a lot of leaders just aren't made that way anymore. You have leaders who are the direct opposite. You're not necessarily slovenly. Excuse me. They're not necessarily slovenly, but they tend to be, more reserved, as I previously said. And they tend to not have the big booming voice. And quite frankly, they tend to be quite nerdy. And to use that phrase, to use that word rather, their leadership style reflects that. We live in an era of, social justice. We live in an era of heightened sensitivity, representation, non-traditional lifestyles have taken center stage. So you have to have non-traditional leaders be able to put those things in perspective and get things done in with regards to the people here, and still keep the company values and be able to make things happen, still make a profit, still please the shareholders and all that, while pleasing these people over here. It's social responsibility, the aforementioned social justice. There's a lot of things that tend to get done in such a way that may give the future a different flavor, may give the future a different look as we go on, as we look back at this era. Because if you want good outcomes, you gotta have good inputs. Change for change's sake can lead to bad things, but life usually is about change. And leadership is about accepting change, accepting the responsibility of being excuse me, accept the responsibility of being out in front and being able to accomplish a set goal, no matter what the obstacles are, no matter anything. Just as the styles of leadership continue to morph and evolve and merge, just as the people continue to evolve. Leaders and subordinates must continue to explore other types of ways to connect with their communities, other types of ways to be responsible. One of the ways to be responsible, other than representation, other than inclusivity and diversity and equity, ways to do that is to be a bit more, I guess, understated. Not to be so loose with the tongue. Because it's been said that, loose lips sink ships. And the slip up here and there can damage you. Especially in our culture today with cancel culture. Good number of people, high profile, have sunk their careers and damaged their careers. Excuse me. Have sunk their careers and damaged their careers because of their, garrulousness and their choice of verbiage, and they eat the fruit of that. And lastly, leadership, as we move forward, as it continues to evolve, still must inspire, must cast a long shadow, that there be others to follow and improve upon what you've done. Be able to mentor to, shape and mold and build. Be able to give people something to shoot for. Leadership is all those things. Leadership is great. Want all you leaders and future leaders to keep that in mind and be great every day. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't be afraid at the slip-ups and mishaps of others. You are not them. It's time for you to forge your own path and go your own way and make it happen.